Good morning, student. Today we start with a new lecture video of chapter electrochemistry. This is the 8th lecture video. In previous video, we are discussing about the resistance, conductance, conductivity and equivalent conductivity. So in this video we start with a new topic, which is the molar conductivity, lambda naught m, the conductivity produced by 1 mole of ions of an electrolyte in V centimeter cube of solution is known as molar conductivity, and it is represented by lambda m. Suppose that you have 1 mole of NaCl, that means, and they are added in a V centimeter cube of solution, then Na plus and Cl minus is formed. And then due to the mobility of Na plus and Cl minus, conductivity is produced in the V centimeter of the solution, and that is known as molar conductivity. Yani molar conductivity is the conductivity produced by the ions of 1 mole of an electrolyte in V centimeter cube of solution is known as molar conductivity. So lambda m is equal to K into volume. And all of you know there is a relationship between the molarity and volume. Molarity is equal to number of moles divided by V by 1000 in V centimeter cube of solution. So from this, number of mole is 1 mole, so it is replaced. So V is equal to 1000 by capital M. Now we put here K into 1000 by M. This is the lambda m is equal to K into 1000 by M. And the unit of lambda m is Siemens centimeter square mole inverse. This is the unit of lambda m. So I think that all of you understand. Now student, one numerical based on the previous discussed topic, molar conductivity. Conductivity of 0.20 m solution of KCl at 298 Kelvin is 0.0248 Siemens centimeter inverse. Calculate its molar conductivity. In this question, conductivity is given, which is 0.04248 Siemens centimeter inverse, and concentration C or M is given, which is 0.20 capital M, and lambda is equal to what? Now apply this formula because K is given, M is given. So lambda m is equal to K into 1000 by M. K is equal to 0.0248 into 1000 by 0.2. After calculation, you got the value of lambda m. Understand? Now student, this is another topic, limiting molar conductivity, and it is represented by lambda naught m. This is the limiting molar conductivity. At infinite dilution, when concentrations become 0 or approaches 0, then the conductivity produced by ions of 1 mole of an electrolyte is known as limiting molar conductivity. Suppose that you have 1 mole of NaCl, and then it is allowed to infinite dilution, and that conditions ions of Na plus and Cl minus are present in the infinite dilution, and they produce conductivity, whether the magnitude is very low or negligible, but they still ions are present. So in this condition they produce conductivity, and In this condition or situation, it is said to be the limiting molar conductivity. And the concept of limiting molar conductivity was given by a scientist named Clausius, and he proposed Clausius' law of independent migrations of ions to explain the concept of limiting molar conductivity. Now all of you ready to try to study Clausius' law of independent migration of ions. Clausius' law of independent migrations of ions stated that the sum of the limiting molar conductivity is equals to the sum of the limiting molar conductivity of individual cations and anion, is known as Clausius' law of independent migration of ions. This is the, so all of you try to understand. Now another topic, Clausius' law of independent migrations of ions. Clausius proposed a law to explain the limiting molar conductivity of an electrolyte, and this law stated that limiting molar conductivity of an electrolyte can be represented as the sum of the individual contribution of the anion and cation of the electrolytes. Suppose that you want to find out the limiting molar conductivity of sodium chloride. Then sodium chloride having the two kinds of ions, cations are the Na plus and Cl minus. So limiting molar conductivity of NaCl is measured in this way. Value are given and you added to find out the limiting molar conductivity of NaCl. Similarly, suppose that you want to find out limited molar conductivity of aluminum sulfate. Then in this case, how many aluminum? 2. 2 lambda naught Al plus 3 plus 3 lambda naught SO4 minus 2. So in this way you can find out the limiting molar conductivity of aluminum sulfate. This is the Clausius' law of independent migration of ions. I think that all of you understand. Now my dear student, all of you please try to understand how does conductivity and molar conductivity varies with concentration. Both conductivity and molar conductivity depends upon the concentration, and conductivity increases with increase in concentrations and vice versa for both strong and weak electrolytes. When concentration increases, then the number of ions will increases. As a result, conductivity increases. So in reverse case, when concentration decreases, number of ions decreases, hence conductivity also decreases. So conductivity is directly proportional to concentration, but molar conductivity is inversely proportional to concentration. All of you know the formula, lambda m is equal to K into 1000 by m. That means when K increases, lambda m increases, but there is another factor m. Lambda m is inversely proportional to concentration, because when concentration increases, number of ions increases, but the volume decreases, because m is inversely proportional to V. So when this increases, volume will decreases. So due to the decrease in the volume, mobility of ions decreases. As a result, conductivity decreases or molar conductivity decreases when concentrations increases. Once again, when concentration increases, molar conductivity decreases. But there is a variation in between the strong and the weak electrolyte. In strong electrolyte, decreases slowly on increasing concentrations, but for the weak electrolyte, decreases randomly. This can be explained graphically as follow by the help of an example. Let us try to understand. Graphically, you can compare the variation of lambda m with concentration of strong electrolytes and weak electrolytes. Here KCl. On dilution, you seen that the lambda m increases on dilution, but for ethanoic acid, on dilution it increases when the dilution increases, then lambda m increases for the weak electrolytes, because in this number of ion is less, in this number of ions is more. So for a strong electrolyte, lambda m increases slowly with dilution, जैसा कि आप KCl में देख रहे हैं. So in this case, lambda m is equal to lambda naught m minus a c to the power 1 by 2. C is the concentration, और root under c भी लिख सकते हैं. A is the constant for a given solvent and temperature depends on the type of electrolytes. A is a constant for a given solvent and temperature depends on the type of the electrolytes. I think that this is the graphical variation of the strong electrolytes and weak electrolytes for the molar conductivity and concentration. This is graphical representation. One side you taken lambda m and x-axis concentration to the power 1 by 2, or you write in this way, root under c. This is the relations. So hoping that all of you understand how does conductivity and molar conductivity varies with concentration. Conductivity increases with increase in the concentration and decreases with decrease in the concentration. That means conductivity depends upon the concentrations in directly manner. Conductivity directly proportional to the concentration of electrolyte for strong and weak both. But for molar conductivity is the inversely proportional to the concentration. And in spite of it, there is a variation in the strong electrolyte and weak electrolyte. For strong electrolyte, on dilution, lambda m increases slowly. But for weak electrolyte, on dilution, lambda m increases rapidly or fastly. I think that all of you understand in very well manner.